Okay, in this video we're going to look at doing a design where we only got a JPEG and we can't really do anything in Illustrator. So sometimes it's easy just to do the job in Photoshop and bypass the Illustrator stage. I've got a classic example here. Here's an image I've just got from Shutterstock. So I've just opened this in Photoshop now. And the first thing I'll do is I'll notice it's in RGB format. So this is where we make sure we take it over to CMYK. So we're going to go Image, Mode, CMYK Color. And you can see now on the right hand side here, it's now CMYK image. The next thing we need to really determine is to whether we're going to do this on a black or white shirt. So let's make this a little bit harder and put it on a black shirt. Makes it a little bit more harder. So I'll do the worst case scenario. So first of all, what I want to do is I just want to duplicate the layer so I can put it on a transparent background. So if I go duplicate layer, hit OK to that, now you'll see there's two layers. So if I now turn that one off, the background layer, or in fact I can delete it, but I won't. I'll just unsee it, so make it non-visible. So what I want to do is I want to put this on a black shirt. So what I'll also do is I'll create an extra layer, a blank layer, as you can see there, and I'm just going to fill it with black. So this will give us the indication that that's going to be on a black shirt. So layer, I'm going to edit, I'm going to fill with black to give us the look of black, and you'll notice I've put it behind the top layer so that we will be able to see it when we start deleting some of the image in the front layer or the top layer. If I was to turn that top layer off, you'll see just the black. I'll turn it back on, now it hides the black. So what I want to do is I want to delete this background sort of pattern here. I don't want all that little bits of stuff in there. So this is where we use the magic wand tool. We'll click the magic wand tool. Now, one thing with the magic wand tool, you can adjust the tolerance or how sensitive you pick things. So at the moment I've got that at 50, which is not a bad starting point. So I just want to delete the background. So what I'm going to do with the magic wand tool selected at 50, I'm just going to go on to the background layer, which is the top one, and then I'm going to select the background, and now you can see it's selected a lot of the background, which is what I want. So from here I can hit the delete button, which will delete the background. So not only do I have deleted the background, now I can see the text, what it's going to look like, with a black on the background. That's why I've put that black in the background. If I uncheck that for now, which I can do, it'll show us what our design is going to look like. So essentially we're now back to where we would have been if we were copying and pasting it from Illustrator into Photoshop. So if I'm going to go on a black shirt, I'm going to turn my black shirt on for a second. What I want to do here is I want to make all these grey areas white, which is a pretty easy task again. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the magic wand tool. We're going to select those grey areas, and then I'm going to go edit, fill with white, and all of a sudden I've got what I'm looking for. So from here I'm going to open up my channels, which we've talked about in previous, and I'm going to start putting white behind the areas I need to put white. So essentially, because it's gone on a black shirt, we need to put white behind everything, but in this case we need to choke the white or make the white smaller behind the yellow color, but we don't obviously need to do that behind the white only color. So first of all, I'm going to select the white area. So everything's selected, making sure you're on the right layer, the background layer, which is where the image lives. And then from there we can go new spot channel like we would normally do, and it's put the red in the white areas, which obviously the red denotes what's going to be printed white. And now I'm going to select my yellow areas. So I'm going to select sorry, I'm on the wrong layer, so I made a mistake there. So I need to go back into the CMYK layer. Now check the yellow area. So it's going to select everything that's yellow. I'm then going to go select, modify, contract to make that a little bit smaller by 3 pixels. And then I'm going to select the white channel. I'm then going to fill that with my solid or my black at 100% to fill it with 100% white. Hit OK, and now we have now made that exactly how we want it to be to go onto a white shirt. So if I uncheck the black or the white layer, should I say, that's showing us what it's going to look like. We've got white behind everything, and if I zoom into the area of the yellow, you'll see that the white is contracted from the yellow area. However, it's not going to be contracted in the white only areas. So if I select a white only area like this, you'll see it's no contraction. So if I zoom out from here, all I'll be doing from this point is unchecking my black layer. This is how we'll be printing it, and then it's a matter of file, save as, like we would normally do, and I'll just save it to the desktop. I'll call it bike image. Bike image. TIFF. Spot colors are checked. Layers are checked. Hit save. Make sure it's no checking on the transparency. Hit OK. And then that is actually now finished.